And we've got more rain in the forecast for today's game between the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Wisconsin Badgers. This early season game should be a good one. Hello to all of you, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. I've got Mr. Corso and Mr. Herbstreet with me as usual, and we're really looking forward to the hitting that'll be going on in this one.
Fresno State has outstanding leadership on defense, and it all starts with this young man. He gets his teammates lined up and ready to play every down. And, Coach, he's got them ready to go for this one.
All right, well, we're ready for the coin toss, brought to you today by Coke Zero. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Kicks off, and here goes 4 quarters of action. He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. And here comes the quarterback onto the field, set to lead this offense for the first time today. They'll start this drive at the 36-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Got an opening. Excellent open field tackle.
Can this kid run or what? He broke free and was able to get the first down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 48. They line up with one running back in the backfield. 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. 3-yard gain by the running back.
The quarterback caused them to run out of room. Excellent play by him to keep it from going outside.
Single back set, 3 wide receivers. Toss right, and he'll lose yards.
Instead of running around the defenders, he ran right into them.
I don't think it mattered if he ran left or right or over the top. They just lost the battle up front.
The defensive backs moving in closer. High formation here. Throws complete, and he's hit right away. They picked up some yards, but it won't be enough to keep those chains moving.
They went to the right guy. He just couldn't get away.
I actually like the play call here by the offense, but the defense does a nice job of shutting it down that time. Great play recognition by the D.
4th down. Here comes the punter, looking to boot this one away. The offense will take over at the 20-yard line. We've got a 1st and 10. They're packed in tight on the line. Hands it off. They'll drop him for a loss.
Kirk, how about that defensive end getting in there on that play?
That is just a great play getting into the backfield. This guy is so quick that the ball carrier never had a chance.
Can't find anyone open. And he's hit immediately. A good pickup that time.
Yeah, and one of the things that can really open up this offense is their ability to complete these types of medium-range passes.
You're right. That and the ability to run the ball consistently.
They go with a run, and he's going to be stopped short. 3 plays, 0 first downs. Not what they had in mind.
Well, this defense looks very impressive right now. They suffocated the offense that go-around.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down. This is a very questionable play call here. I'm not sure I agree with it. And they convert for the first down.
And Brad, the credit here needs to go to the offensive line. They did a great job of opening up a running lane for the back.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 32. They're packed in tight on the line. Here's the halfback. He makes it to the 32-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the tailback.
That was the freshman corner that got in there and made that tackle.
This young man has so much promise. He's a great cover corner, and like we saw right there, he can tackle too.
Quick pass.
This receiver showed soft hands and hung on for the first down. And if I'm not mistaken, the defense sent their corner on a blitz. If he doesn't get to the quarterback, the numbers are in favor of the offense, just like we saw.
They come out in a goal line set. To the right and tackled immediately. That's a 3-yard pickup.
3-yard gain on the play.
Here's the 8th play of the series. Second down. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Drops back to pass. Look out. Good awareness defensively that time by the linebacker.
Not only that, but as you saw, he also made a very athletic move to get to the ball.
5 DBs on the field. He's going to try and scramble. He heaves it to the end zone. Missed him. He was off target that time.
Yeah, you can see his arm strength, but here he overthrew the intended receiver on the deep route.
4th down. And they're ready to punt this one away. And they could really put their opponent in bad field position with a good punt here. It's a short kick. Signals for a fair catch. The offense is looking to be a little bit more successful with this drive as they had to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll start at the 16-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. The defensive backs moving in closer. High formation here. Great run, nothing going on there. He got what he could, and it wasn't much.
1-yard gain on the play.
We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on their own 17. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. The ball is loose. What do you think about that last turnover, Kirk?
Way to be heads up out there. That corner just made one heck of a play recovering that fumble.
And the booth is going to take a few looks at this to see whether or not the ball came out before he was down.
This was a close one, Brad. I think I saw his knee go down before the ball popped free.
So the booth and the referee agree. The runner's knee was down.
That was still a close call, though, Brad. Even though he was down, this guy has to do a better job of holding that football.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 27. They come out with 3 wide receivers. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. It's 1st and 10. Single set backfield. It's the tailback. Tackle made at the 49-yard line. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. Second down and 6. Ball on the 49. Ace backfield. He dances around, but they're still able to bring him down. 4-yard gain by the back. So it's 3rd down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. 2 tight ends here. On the ground with the tailback. Makes it to the 37. He got the first down and much more.
I'll tell you what, this guy is a threat every single time he touches the ball.
Kirk, you're absolutely right. I like this guy more every time I see him.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Oh, so close to breaking it. Not too bad a pass there.
No, not at all. That time he puts enough air under this thing to fill that big blip up there. But somehow it came down on target, and he got a nice little gain out of it.
Feeds it to the back. Brought down at the 11. An 8-yard gain.
What sprung this play was some pretty good blocking up front. They read the blitz and picked it up nicely.
And that's the end of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Ball on the 11. They line up in an I. Pitches it, and he's hitting the backfield.
Wow, it's not often you see a safety making a play in the backfield like that.
Well, these days you've got safeties playing up close to the line of scrimmage, almost like a fourth linebacker. The only way that you can keep them from cheating up is to take some chances downfield.
Throws to the receiver, and he's got it again.
How about that? If you're going to blitz both cornerbacks, they better get to the quarterback. That's too easy of a read, and that's why we're looking at a first down.
The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They'll bring him down around the 3-yard line. That's 4 yards on the play.
Gain of 4 on the play.
It's 2nd and goal. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. They go with a counter, and he's hitting the backfield. Kirk, they really had nothing going on that run.
I'll tell you what, Brad, it's almost like he ran into a brick wall on that play.
There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Throws it and it's caught for the touchdown. Outstanding play to the wide receiver as he took it the distance.
It's almost as if the receiver told the defensive back, "You think you can cover me? I'll see you in the end zone." Yo.
And he tacks on the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Wisconsin lines up for the kickoff. And this one's away. He's to the 10. He's tackled at the 31-yard line. They were forced to punt the ball away the last time they had it. They'll be looking for a little more out of their offense on this possession. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Give to the running back, and he's going to lose yardage.
The defense just blew that one up in the backfield.
Just nowhere to run on that play, Coach. The halfback had nowhere to go from the get-go.
Going with the shotgun here. Looks left, finding his tailback. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. We've got 3rd and 8. Ball on the 34-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Can't find anyone open. And it's going the other way. It's the freshman corner. And he's taken down at the 41.
This quarterback better start making better decisions in the passing game. Otherwise, this corner will come up with even more picks in the future.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on their own 41. They line up in an I. Gives it off. Couldn't shake free from a nice tackle there.
Hey, nice run there. He got a lane and hit it. And now they have a new set of downs.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 49. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Here's the halfback. He's tackled at the 41-yard line. A nice job by the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8. Offset I formation in the backfield. Runs it again, and he stops short of the line of scrimmage.
They got great run support from the safety position on that one.
He had his eyes in the backfield that whole play. Great anticipation to stuff him for a loss.
They're about 4 yards away here on 3rd down. Single back set, 3 wide receivers. They go to the ground, and he stops short.
They attempted to pick up the first by running it, and they failed.
Yeah, the defensive line won the battle easily that play.
They're trying to pin them deep with a solid punt right here. Gets it off. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. The quarterback threw an interception on their last drive. Let's see if they can be more successful here.
This offense really has to avoid silly turnovers.
Yep, especially now. This offense is down a touchdown, so they could really use some points right here and now. They could do it if they could do it without turnovers.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 31. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. They'll throw on 1st down. Tackle made around the 39-yard line.
A pretty nice game there for the quarterback. If he can keep this up, he's going to have some nice numbers at the end of the game.
Another catch for this wide receiver. He's getting very good separation during his route.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go. So they'll pick up a 1st down there on a 7-yard completion.
This defense is trying to cover those slot receivers with safeties and linebackers. I'll tell you right now, if they keep trying to do that, then they're going to get burned.
Comes it out left to the running back.
That's some pretty timid play calling right there. Let's see if they decide to open it up a bit more.
This is very well played by this linebacker. He stayed in his coverage and made a nice hit on the play.
He's scrambling. Rolls right. And he can't get away from the pressure. They couldn't get him blocked up that time.
And something tells me they won't be able to get him blocked up the next time either. This kid is a force out there.
We'll probably be hearing his name for some time to come because he's only in his 1st year on the field.
Looks for his running back, incomplete. So they couldn't pick up the long yardage, and now they'll have to punt.
On 3rd down, the defense was expecting the pass, and they defended the play very well in the secondary.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. He's going to try and scramble. He's going to air it long. Goes to the end zone, and he's got the halfback. Touchdown. Guys, how fast is this kid?
Well, it's pretty simple. You can see it right there. Nobody on the field can stay with him.
This field, I don't think anybody in the country can keep up with this guy. He's out there playing catch me if you can.
They'll line up for the extra point in an attempt to tie the game. He splits the uprights for the extra point. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Kicks it off. Heading for the corner. He makes it out to maybe the 30-yard line. Their last drive ended in a punt, so this quarterback's going to be looking for something better on this drive. They'll start at the 30. 1st and 10. The defensive back's moving in closer, going with the shotgun here. Fires incomplete. He was looking for the tight end.
Number 9, the intended receiver on the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 30. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch. What a throw and catch, guys.
I'll tell you what, this young kid has a real gun for an arm. He sizes up to play well and then gets the ball out of there.
Single set backfield. Drops back to pass. They'll bring him down right around the 42-yard line. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
1st and 10. The defense comes up tight on the coverage. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Complete. Brought down at about the 33-yard line. And we've got a tie ball game here, folks, and we pause for halftime. Second half just about set to get underway as the teams line up for the kick. And it's off. He's to the 10. Across the 30. And he's taken down at the 32-yard line. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll go to work at the 32. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Throws falling back and got his man.
The question here is whether or not after that small gain they run the ball now or not.
It was a safe call on first down. You never know when someone's going to break loose and make a play.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Fires that quickly, incomplete.
Yo, that quarterback used a 3-wood instead of a wedge.
At least he didn't slice it.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Loose football.
Yo, you can credit that incompletion to the pass rush. Great job of not letting the quarterback get comfortable back there.
He didn't throw a good pass at all.
All that, Kirk. He was under pressure. Unbelievable pressure.
And this one is a beauty. Signals for a fair catch. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive.
27-yard line.
They'll start at the 27. We've got a 1st and 10. They line up in an I. Caught over the middle. Just about 3 yards there.
And a great job of not allowing this explosive freshman to do anything with the ball after the catch.
The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. And down he goes at the 37. About 7 yards on that carry. It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. And it looks like they're going to bring everyone in tight for this one. Pitch right. And he's tackled around the 40-yard line. And that'll be good enough to move the sticks.
Great run. And now we've got a new set of downs.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 40. Looks like the defense is only going to pressure with 3 linemen. Flares it out to the right, and that's to the fullback. That's a 6-yard loss.
Coach, what in the world happened there?
Let me say this. That is not how you draw up a pass play. And the coach is really mad. I'll bet you a lollipop that doesn't happen again.
Coach, you got yourself a deal before.
There's a strike complete. He's down.
I'm not sure I agree with this offensive scheme. I mean, they made the completion, sure, but for such short yardage. Maybe they're trying to lull the defense asleep with their short passing game and then go for the big strike later during the drive.
Got his man. Can't tack on any yardage. 4th down, Coach.
Yeah, they just didn't get enough yardage on that pass.
Again, this is a great stop by the defense to keep all the action in front of them and prevent the first down.
He really got a hold of that one. Fielded at the 1. They'll bring him down at the 6-yard line. A fumble ended this offense's last drive. Let's see as they come out on the field what they'll do this time around.
The defense, I'm sure, will be aggressive again. They love going for the strip and attacking the football.
Tackle made at the 8-yard line. They'll get 2 on that one.
It looked like the rush caused some problems there, Coach.
Yep, they were in there so quick that the running back was never able to get started.
They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. I'm not sure what happened, but one of the players is hurt. And that sure changes the dynamic of this game, guys.
Yep, the defense did it all by themselves. Now they have a 2-point lead, all because of that safety.
That's a huge play by these guys. Forcing a safety to give your team the lead and get the ball back is what some of these defensive players dream of.
And he's taken down at the 44. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. Ace backfield. Straight ahead on the give. There's nowhere to run though. The halfback picks up a yard.
Gain on the play.
We've got 2nd and 9 here. 1-man backfield. Brought down around the 39-yard line. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. 3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on the 39. Ace backfield. Pulls it in, and he wants more. He can't get away with a stiff arm, and he's tackled.
Besides going deep on the fade, the slant route is probably the most commonly run route against man coverage. If the receiver gets a good inside release, it'll be a new set of downs every time.
And they get him in the backfield for a loss. And he couldn't go anywhere on that one.
Nah, he couldn't go anywhere because there was no place for him to run. The defensive front got a good push and knocked that offensive line backwards.
He's got it with room to run. The quarterback really kept his poise under pressure and delivered a pretty nice little ball right there.
Here's a safe play hitting the underneath receiver, but it's a nice gain of 5.
And so it's another 3rd down upcoming here. The defense is waiting on the pass. They're in the quarters defense. What a play, and that is 1st and goal.
This isn't a great example, but I'll tell you something. This kid is really getting better at running his routes, which is truly an underrated quality these days.
Single set backfield. They motion to the left. Batted away.
Number 6, the intended receiver on the play.
2nd down. And they're only 6 feet away from 6 points. Wisconsin holds just a 2-point lead. The end zone touchdown. The big fella made a heck of a catch there.
Hey, he's blocking. He's blocking. Then the defense forgets about him, and whoop, he puts points on the scoreboard.
Big extra point here. It'll put them up by 2 scores. Wisconsin up by 8. And he converts the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Wisconsin gets set to kick this one away. He just drills this one.
When I was a coach, I expected points out of my offense every time they took the field. But I told them, no jump shots.
Jump shots? What are you talking about? This is football.
You're right, my friend. Or you should never give up 2 points to the other team like these guys did the last time.
And it's going the other way. He couldn't shake that tackle. This young guy is having quite a game, Coach. That's 2 interceptions now.
I think the quarterback just underestimates this kid's coverage ability. He needs to be a lot more careful when he throws the ball in that guy's area.
This is what this corner is known for. He has great speed and is very good in coverage. He's also showed off his hands a little bit today.
Backfields in an offset I formation. Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. Tackle at the 24. And they badly needed that interception.
It's sure going to help. If they can march down the field and score, watch out. We might have a game here.
First and 10. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Throws as he's falling back, and it's picked off. And I got to think this defense has this quarterback a little bit confused down there. That was his 3rd interception.
You're right, Brad. They're very aggressive right now on defense, and the quarterback cannot continue to throw the ball into coverage and expect to get away with it. Not against this defense.
First down, 10 to go. They line up with 1 running back in the backfield. 3 wide. Gives to the back and swarmed under by the defense.
The halfback had nowhere to run, and he paid for it.
They need to throw some blocks out there. Hit somebody. This ain't a walkthrough.
They'll go with the run once again. And they make the stop at the 25. 6-yard pickup.
Gain of 6 on the play.
3rd and 5 situation. Ball on the 25-yard line. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. Throws off balance. Picked off from the deflection. That INT puts them in a position to make this a game.
Yeah, they really needed that. That's a huge boost to morale.
You're right, Kirk. Now they got the big Mo on their side.
Don't leave yet, folks. We still got one more quarter to go. The score here at Bulldog Stadium is Wisconsin 16, Fresno State 7. 1st and 10. Ball on the 49. They come out in a goal line set. Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. 3-yard gain by the running back.
Not much at all there for the ball carrier. It was the freshman safety that stepped up and made the tackle.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Can't find anyone open. It's knocked away, incomplete. So they couldn't hook up on the big pass play.
Talk about solid coverage. That was textbook right there.
Yep, Coach, the defender had a read on that the whole time. Nice play.
Third down, and they need to get it down to the 39. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Got his receiver, dropped it, incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs.
This is one of the things that drives a coach crazy. You don't want to do anything stupid. Make mental mistakes that may cost you the ball game.
4th down, and the offense is still on the field. They come out with 4 wide out. Passes it, and it's picked off by the safety. And Kirk, he did it again. It looks like he just hasn't learned his lesson.
Well, that last throw was just plain bad. He shouldn't have thrown that ball at all.
First and 10. Ball on the 25. The defense has about 7 defensive backs on the field. They'll give it off here. And he's tackled at the 36-yard line. That's the dazzling speed we've been hearing about, folks. What a run to keep the chains moving.
Speed kills. It's as simple as that.
Yep, there's no way a linebacker has any chance of catching this guy.
And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3.
And there's not much he could do to get away from the junior safety on that play.
They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. They're showing blitz. They go with the run. There's a player injured, but it looks like it's just a stinger. First and 10. Well, as they take a look at that injury on the sideline, let's see what this backup can do at quarterback. They try him again, and this time they've got him in the backfield. The lineman had a big push there to get in the backfield and bring him down.
Great penetration in the backfield. For such a big guy, this guy's got some really quick feet.
And once he gets moving, there's no stopping him. This guy is so big and strong that he's almost impossible to block with one guy.
He caught it, but failed to get that one necessary foot in.
That's an outstanding catch, and he just missed making a big-time play.
Third down, and they need to get it inside the 44. The defense is lined up with an abundance of DBs. I count 7 on the field. Looking to throw. They'll make the sack.
That's just not a good play by the quarterback here. He's got to have a better pocket presence.
Yep, he looked like he was having trouble finding someone to throw to.
Oh, excellent punt. He's to the 20. And he just got stood up right there. The quarterback comes back on the field, and I'm sure he's hoping to make up for that interception on the last drive.
The offense has to be conscious of protecting that football.
Yeah, turnovers drives everybody crazy. Well, unless your team gets the turnover.
Runs with it, and he's got room. He gets hit out of bounds at the 50. And he manages to get out of bounds after that run.
Good running here. He manages to get to the outside and gets a nice pickup.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Scrambling around. Caught. And he's shoved out of bounds at the 38.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense.
The defense lends them a hand with that penalty.
Gosh, giving up penalty yards is so frustrating, isn't it?
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Here they come. Goes to the end zone, and he's got the halfback. Touchdown. Again, it's his halfback that finds the end zone.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown today.
What a great weapon this kid is in the passing attack.
He splits the uprights for the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Fresno State is lining up to kick this one off. Here's the kick. Tackle made at the 30. Well, fellas, what are you thinking this late in the game?
Here's what I think, Kirk. Keep the ball on the ground, but avoid turnovers.
Yeah, they do not want to give this ball back to the other team again because they've shown that they can get it into the end zone. So they need some first downs to preserve this lead.
Here he goes. And he is gone. To the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Once this kid gets into the open field, you're not going to catch him.
You know, some of his critics say that all he has is track speed. Well, let me tell you, speed is speed, as we just saw right there.
Yep, this kid is a burner. And it's not just his speed that makes him a great back, but his vision as well.
Trying to go up by 2 scores. They line up for the extra point. Wisconsin is up by 8. Just under 3 to go in regulation. And he converts the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. Decent kick. And he's tackled at the 44. This offense threw the ball extremely well on their last drive, and they ended up with a touchdown.
It was a really nice drive, too, Brad. The quarterback got into a nice rhythm, did a good job of picking apart the defense.
Scrambling around. Going deep on the left side. Tipped away. Good defensive play there.
Yep, keep your eye on the safety there. He's the guy that got in there to knock that ball away. Good play.
There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Can't find anyone open. And he's tackled right away. They were very fortunate to come up with that pass.
Not the smartest throw that he could have made, but it worked. Just makes you a little nervous when he lets that thing go.
He scrambled. He goes downtown. Incomplete. It's knocked down by the defense. What an effort by the safety to get his hand on the pass.
I'll tell you what, if he doesn't get to that ball, that could have been huge.
From the gun. Now he's scrambling. Now he's going to run and watch out. He's taken down at the 34-yard line. So they keep him in the field of play, guys.
Yeah, good pickup here on the ground, but I bet the coach would have been happier if he was able to get out of bounds on that play to stop the clock.
Remember, the clock stops to move the chains, but it'll start up again once they are set, so they have to hurry up.
Finds the halfback in the end zone. Touchdown. That catch gives this kid 3 touchdowns on the game.
We're talking about a halfback here. It just goes to show you how many ways that he can beat you.
Did you see him go airborne to get that ball? Whew! Man, was that a nice catch.
He makes the PAT. So with less than 2 to go in the fourth quarter, the score is Wisconsin 23, Fresno State 21. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Well, I'd expect the onside kick here, although it doesn't look like they're lining up for it. He kicks off. Tackle made at the 36. Coach, Herbie, what's your take right now?
There's not much left to do here, Coach, except kill some clock.
Yep, I'd put the ball in sure hands every play from here on out.
2 tight end set. Not much room there as they hand it off straight up the middle. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
Well, you know this guy has to protect himself.
You're not kidding. He got walloped on that play.
High formation here. Straight in the middle, and he meets the defense. Gain of less than a yard on the play.
The running back just didn't have any room to move, Kirk.
That's because the defense called at the right time. They were able to come after the running back before he went for big yards.
Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 40-yard line. And there they are, folks, the Russell Athletic players of the game. Makes the catch, and look out. Tackle made at the 37. A good play fake that time.
Here, the play action was key. It held the linebackers there by the fake by the running back, and the running back did a very nice job of carrying out his fake.
And the quarterback did a tremendous job of the fake handoff, too.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 37. Wisconsin is up 2. We have less than a minute to go. Throws. Tipped away. They decide to go with a pass there, guys.
In this situation, you simply want to run the football and avoid turning it over.
And you don't want to stop the clock. Somebody should be in that coach's ear after that one.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 37-yard line. There are 7 defensive backs on the field in this defense. Straight run, and he's brought down in the backfield. The halfback just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1.
The defense calls a timeout.
3rd down, and they need to get it to the 27. Offset I formation in the backfield. Here's the run, got a hold, and they're not going to get it. Great stop. And that was a nice-looking run there.
Yo, this is a good call here of 3rd long, guys. Get him thinking pass and then surprise him with a run. It almost got him the 1st down right here.
Kick is up. It's got the distance. And he missed it right. No good. So they come up empty-handed there.
The snap was good. The hold was good. He just shanked it to the right.
Kickers have to have a short memory. Just go out and make the next one.
So our count is still Wisconsin 23, Fresno State 21. They line this one up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers split out in the formation. Back to pass. Into... And it's picked off. He'll turn and cut back. And he's taken down around the 42-yard line. And this one's all but wrapped up with the final score, Wisconsin 23, Fresno State 21. Kirk, as we take a look at our Pontiac game-changing performance, your thoughts on this one?
Man, this is a fun game to watch today, Brad. Fresno State played a great game, and they should be proud, but I was not impressed with the way they worked the clock towards the end of the game. Wiser play calling and better clock management, in my opinion, would have made a difference in this game.
Well, that concludes another game of NCAA Football 09. For Kirk and Lee, I'm Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.